Hi everybody, Mr. Seward here, and today I'm going to show you how to calculate and find the values for exercise number 5 here, line followers. So you have to find what's called the threshold, and the threshold is the high value when there's light on, well, it's a value when there's light on the line follower, which is right here, and it is also the value when the line follower is covered. You add those two values together, you divide it by 2, and that's going to give you the threshold. The number right here, 1425, that's a threshold that the person that wrote this particular problem had for his line follower. This is the number that we're going to replace right here. Now, to do this, to find these threshold values, what we need to do is go to our program, and I just opened up the template. You can do this with the simple empty template, or you can do it with the written program. Like, oops, here is my written program. I've copied just what they have up here on the left-hand side down here. This is the number right here that we're going to replace. So let's just do this with the template. And this works for any of the sensors that you're going to be using throughout the course. So I'll show you all of this. I'm going to just move the picture over here. All right, now, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to first compile the program, and then I am going to download it to the robot. This is a completely empty program. There's no commands. And once the debugger comes up, I'm going to go over to Robot, and where it says Debugger Windows, I'm going to come down and click on Sensors. And what you're going to see down in the lower part, the sensors are showing up down here. Now I'm going to move this little picture over, and we'll zoom this thing in and see if we can't show this to you nicely. Come on, here we go. And I'm going to show you how this changes as this how this line follower value changes as I have this thing facing the light, or if I have it turned off. So I have a little flashlight here on my desk. It's not too terribly much. You can just do this with room lights, but my room is kind of dark right now, so I'm just using this little flashlight. And then you can see right there to the left of my arrow pointer, it says line follower, and the value is 30 to 30, somewhere in that neighborhood. It bounces around a little bit. As long as you're within the neighborhood, 5 or 10 points, it's okay. So I'm just going to write down, 30, 20 here in front of me. Now, I have to find the value. This is with light on it, okay? Now I have to find the value when it's covered. So I'm going to cover this up with my finger, and I'm just squeezing a little bit. Just, you don't have to squeeze it, but I get somewhere around 990. It jumps up to 1,000 once in a while, but I'm going to put in 990. Okay, I'm going to set that down, and I'm going to go away from my magnifier here for a little bit, and I can close my debugger, and I'll move this window off to the side a little bit. All right, now to the calculator. So I'm going to take those two values that I just did, which was 3020. I'm going to add 990 to it, equals. Now I'm going to divide that by 2, and that's going to equal 2005. Okay. So I would have written 3020 here plus 990, divide that by 2, and you get 2005. So now in my code, I'm going to go to my program that's the light and sensor thresholds, and right here where I have the 1425, I'm going to change that value to 2005. And then in my code, or my pseudocode here, I'll change this value to 2005. and I'll change that to 2005. Now I made a mistake in here, didn't I? I didn't leave my pseudocode up here, so I'm going to just replace that so that I give you guys a hard time about this. I need to make sure I do it myself, right? I think what I did was a copy and paste thing before. Okay, so now I can get rid of those two slashes in front of everything. Okay, fix my formatting, make sure my formatting's all good, and we should be able to go here. All right, so I'm going to compile my program, and I don't have any errors. I'm going to hit download the robot. I'll get my line follower in my hand here, and I'll hit start. So first thing that'll happen is my servo motor should set to 127, and it did. Now, it's saying, see the green bar here? That means it's looking for the line above it. It says until light. So when I change the value here by covering this up, it's going to go, when this reaches 2005, the servo motor should reset to minus 127. And it does. And you can see if you're watching down here, the line value is down under 1,000 now. Okay, so that's until light. The next exercise here is set to 127, so it's the same as this, but it says until dark. So instead of until light here, you're going to use the until dark command. So it's essentially the same program, but instead of until light, it's until dark. Okay, there you go.